Alright, really sorry about that. My new roommate just got here. So we have that banana. We're going to leave Caves Lobby as DK. There's a few ways to do this movement. We haven't actually timed which way is faster. You can either jump across to Aztec Lobby here and then just jump down, or you can just jump straight down from Caves Lobby. Unfortunately, I hit a slope and fell. Either way, make your way over to the ring warps here. Take warp 1. We're just going to head straight to Castle. I need to change the level name. So there is one thing to do in Castle Lobby. And that is to get Diddy's blueprints. So you need to shoot the coconut switch. Be careful, make sure the kosher does not knock you into the goo. If you open the switch and the kosher kills you, you have to reopen it. So keep that in mind. Kill like a splat and walk in. Ooh, that was almost bad. Just go into castle. So come across the bridge. Backflip up the ladder to get higher up. When you jump into the moat here, make sure you do an aerial attack a little before you hit the water. I did it too early, otherwise you'll dive like that. It's a waste of time. So you're going to go into this area we call the tunnel. This is Chunky's Splat, so we're going to come up to Candy. Attack Chunky. Then we're going to tag DK and leave the same way we came in. So you're going to swim through vertical walls next to the ladder here. Now this is the tree swim. What you need to do is you need to dive, swim through vertical walls up back to the top, and then swim through shores in. See up to kind of find your bearings and hit the loading zone. Sometimes, we don't know why it happens, but after you do the second swim through vertical walls, actually into the tree, you'll slide down the slope and end up on land. If that happens, just go back into the moat and try again. So you're going to get DK's splat. In this corner right here, there is a roll clip you can do. You just roll at the wall and eventually you'll go through. So see up to kind of find yourself. Carefully inch yourself forward and see up every so often. Once DK disappears, see up to load the room, walk around the edge of it. Once you're on this wall here, run forward, kick, jump, attack, and grab the banana. Sometimes the fairy there can block you. If that happens, you'll have to just go through the whole thing again. Leave the moat, come out here, jump up the steps. This is the only place in DK64 where it's acceptable to use Donkey Kong's long jump, and it is up that step. So this is the last of the big 4 edge kicks. In my opinion, this is the hardest trick in the run. You're going to come up to this. Some people like to do it with the camera facing them. I like to do it with the camera facing the moon. Either way, you're going to jump down and try to get an edge kick off of this ramp. A lot can go wrong. You can fall down there, and that's very costly. So So I got it there. We're going to come up to this barrel. Tagging Warp 2 isn't completely necessary unless, when fighting King Cutout, you accidentally dump Lanky. I will get to that later. We're going to enter the boss. Since we're DK, we can just do a moon kick. Everything is all fine and dandy. Oops. So the way King Cutout works is you fight him with all 5 Kongs. You have to shoot out of these cannons into the cutout. If you miss, your Kong is gone. So you can miss 4 times. King Cutout will never spawn at the same place that he was just at. And we want to end this fight as Lanky, so in no levels early you cannot miss. So the first phase of the fight is pretty simple, you just hit him 3 times. Second phase of the fight, he pops up a fake. I'm actually not confident that I'll get that, so I'm going to stay. But see, there's the real one, and there's a fake. They're pretty easy to tell apart. If your TV is super bright, they actually might be very difficult to tell apart, so just be careful with that. So every time you hit him, you want to stand by 2 of the cannons that you didn't shoot out of. That way you have a 2/3 chance of him being right next to you. So he shot out of this cannon right here, so I'm going to walk to the other side, stand next to these 2. Almost get knocked in, that would have been really bad. So now the last phase, King Cutout for the last phase will always start 1 space clockwise of where he was just hit. And he will move counterclockwise. And it's impossible to make the first cycle immediately after getting the hit on him. So like he ended his phase here, so he's going to start at that barrel to the left. So this will be the second one he appears at. It is possible to hit him at the first one he appears at, but you have to be really good at timing for that. And none of us are really comfortable enough to do that. But you can just hit him out of the same cannon every time in the third phase. So make absolutely sure not to lose Lanky in this fight. If you do, there is a backup strat, and it's not too costly. I will show it to you once this fight is over. There is something you can do. If you there is a wall you can swing through vertical walls out of. When you start the fight, it's the wall behind you. If you keep track of that wall the entire fight, and make it so that wall is the last one that you hit him on, if you swim through vertical walls and void out at the end of the fight, it'll spawn you in the center of the arena and instantly grab the key for you. I didn't keep track of it this fight, so I'm just going to dive, turn around, and go grab the key normally. There is a soft lock here. If the ghost hits you into the key and you do the dance skip, you'll be stuck. So make sure that doesn't happen. So the strategy, if you dump Lanky here, you'll want to tag Warp 2, jump down there, tag Lanky, and where Warp 1 is, if you go right next to it, it's Warp 2, and you just take that back up. So it's really not that bad if you dump him. So we come over across these platforms, to the Lanky splat. Come over this wooden bridge here, as you slide off. Be careful not to accidentally get pushed by the tombstone, that has happened. Come into the door here, this is the crypt. That is Diddy's Kasplat, so we're going to tag Diddy. Come up and shoot him. A low ammo count doesn't matter. We want to tag Tiny and leave the crypt. Oops. Had a really strange camera turn there. So our ammo count doesn't matter there because there's plenty of ammo you can grab on the way to Tiny's Kasplat. There's these 15 that you have to really try to avoid. So you just kill Tiny's Kasplat and then kill yourself to get back to the beginning of the level. And that's it for Castle.